What's up, YouTube? On this episode of Coddiwomple Overland, we're going to be exploring the Black Hills of South Dakota.
We don't need a destination, let's go where the river's taking us.
When we left you on the last episode of this series, we made our way out of Montana and into Wyoming, and that's when we started headed east toward the Dakotas. Our travel east took us across the north end of the incredible Bighorn Mountain Range. By the next morning, we had the Black Hills National Forest in our sights. Deb had always wanted to come to South Dakota, and this is one of those states that we were really excited about getting to explore.
So we know the economy is going to be on.
The morning was foggy, and the air was heavy and damp. We could tell that we were making our way further east. While the air felt more eastern, the surroundings still gave you that western ranch vibe. We knew that South Dakota had a lot of different wildlife, and we had our eyes peeled and ready to see all of them. But the only thing we had found to this point was cows. The first really incredible view that we got of the Black Hills was from Cement Ridge Fire Tower. Cement Ridge Lookout was originally built in 1911. At that time, it was just a one-room cabin. In 1921, a crow's nest was added, but in 1941, a completely new lookout was constructed, and that's the one you see here today. Sitting at a little over 6,600 feet, this fire tower is still in use. After enjoying that incredible view and taking a step back in time, it was time for us to get moving again to see what else the Black Hills had in store for us. Making our way down into the canyon, we seen a place on the map that was noted as cave. We just had to check that out. It ended up being less of a cave and more of an old root cellar, but it was still really cool all the same.
What is that?
It's an old root cellar. Yeah, there's been a house somewhere here.
Our next stop would be the Dances with Wolves film site. While scenes from that iconic movie were filmed all over the state of South Dakota, this particular set was the one at the end of the movie where they had made it to their winter camp and was within the rock cliffs. From there, we made our way on down toward Roughlock Falls. This time, it was getting to be lunch. We found an incredible little diner at Cheyenne Crossing
Good.
that made some awesome Indian tacos. From there, we were on the move again, seeing what else the Black Hills had to show us. By mid-afternoon, we had found ourselves in the historic town of Deadwood, South Dakota. This is a very popular place, and it's also got a lot of history. We apparently found ourselves here in the middle of some type of celebration. So we decided just to stroll on through and make our way back into the Black Hills. There are all kinds of trails in this area. We were struggling to find camp. We ended up meeting up with our friends from Overland Defense, Derek and Karen, but it would take us to well into the night before we would find camp. The next morning, we spent a good bit of time just sitting around camp and catching up. Once we did get moving, we were off to see some of the sights of the Badlands. We were off to Crazy Horse. I don't know what they feed their bulls in South Dakota, but this has got to be one of the biggest ones that I've ever seen. In the 1930s, as Mount Rushmore was being built, Chief Standing Bear of the Lakota tribe wanted to let the white people know that the red people also had heroes. And that's when he commissioned a Polish sculptor to start the project on Crazy Horse. And it was actually started in the 1940s. Today, it is still under construction and has become a cultural monument and an information center for Native Americans. Upon the completion of Crazy Horse, the monument will be over 10 times the size of Mount Rushmore. The project is expected to be complete by the year 2037. In addition to the monument and the cultural instruction, they also have a really nice museum that tells you a little bit about the history of the Crazy Horse Monument and the Lakota people as well.
I know.
I think it's amazing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, really?
Yes, he's a big boy. He's a brown heeler.
After leaving Crazy Horse, it was time to make our way along the Needles Highway. The 14-mile road that makes up the Needles Highway was carefully planned by former South Dakota Governor Peter Norbeck. He did it by foot and horseback, and construction was completed in 1922. If different colors and types of pines and aspens, along with incredible granite rock structures, are something you might like, this will be one of the most incredible drives that you ever do. By the time we made it back to Custer, it was time to get some pie from the awesome purple pie store. The next morning, we were on the move pretty early. We had big plans for the day, and there was a lot of things that we wanted to see within the Custer State Park.
To administer the scattered blocks of state school lands within the Black Hills timberland.
Custer State Park is South Dakota's largest and first state park, and it's been here since 1897. It was officially named a state park in 1919. It's home to all kinds of wildlife and houses one of the largest bison herds in the world. In addition to the bison, the park also houses a large herd of donkeys. One place you'll want to stop at during your visit is the Bison Interpretive Center.
Yes, good luck on finding.
We spent a good bit of time here at the Interpretive Center learning about the bison and the park, and this is also where they do the annual bison roundup. They told us where we might find the herd of bison, and that was the quest we set out on. As we made our way along Fisherman Field Road, we had our eyes peeled looking for any sign of bison. It wouldn't be long. We found way more than we ever expected.
Yeah.
Coming in front of you.
Who's running? Oh, they're missing it. This one with the big long horns. Yeah. No, ask me about that.
Oh my gosh, there's thousands of them.
He's thinking about it.
That one big one, his nose is like the size of my face.
There's one up in front of them at the very front.
Y'all want
As we left where the buffalo were, we also seen a few pronghorn on the way to Mount Roosevelt. Before we knew it, we were on the Iron Mountain Road, and our next stop was going to be Mount Rushmore. This 17-mile road that was built in the 1930s was designed to be very scenic and a slow driving road. It is full of pigtail bridges, one-lane tunnels, switchbacks, and curves. The primary focus of this road was to give you a first-hand view of the amazing scenery in this area and some incredible views of Mount Rushmore. We've had a great time here in the Black Hills, and I hope that you've enjoyed riding along with us just the same. From here, we're going to make our way on east towards the Badlands, and I hope that you'll ride along with us. So until next time, see ya.